Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, an esteemed guest, who resembles, in my opinion, Billy Graham. I am exercising patience. As some of you know, I'm a medical caseworker with World Relief, and I set up refugees' appointments to go to clinic twice a week. I put all of the new ones in a van, 15-passenger van, and I get them to the clinic for health screening. And by far, the biggest job of my, the biggest difficulty of my job is patience, exercising patience. So I am exercising it now because I've told my refugees on the second floor twice, we have to go. I had told them initially when the appointment time will be. I give them a sticky note. I compare the sticky note to a date on the calendar. I count out if it's 4 days from now, because most of them have very little English. So I enunciate in many times when I'm going to be coming, where we're going. I expect them to be ready. They may be in bed, they may be showering, they may be getting dressed, they may be eating, and they invite me to sit down and eat. Well, if I have 5 stops and each delays me just 10 minutes, I'm about an hour behind for the day, a bad start to the day. So I exercise patience. I pray, I breathe deeply. Let's go. So then we've got to get into the van, 15-passenger van. Of course, you've got to open the double doors for them. Inside, the small young people go in the back. The heavy older people have to go in the front. In the back. Once the van is full, many times I've forgotten, they don't know how to put on a car seat. The little ones aren't in a child seat, in a child restraint. Sometimes they've got to crawl across them, or maybe unload half the van if I've forgotten to do that because I'm in haste. And so patiently, sometimes I'm crawling back to the 5th row inside that van, utility van, and working the seat belts. This is your shoulder belt. No, this is your lap belt. This is your shoulder belt. No, it's not a lap belt. This is a shoulder belt. This is your lap belt. No, the baby has to sit in a car seat. Crawl across them and buckle this baby in. And now, after 5 stops, maybe I'm an hour behind. The clinic wants us at 9. It's 10 to 10. And I've got another group to take in the afternoon to be there by 12:30 or so. Patience. So we get to the clinic, and the first timers have to fill out paperwork. I've already filled it all out in advance. I need them to simply sign it. Please sit down. I give them a seat. I give them my pen. You will sign 3 times. 3. So after they get the idea, whether they do a signature or an X, they always invariably hand you the pen back. No. 3. Sign it 3 times. If you've got 8 people, you need 24 signatures. The parents, of course, sign for the children. And the time is clicking, and the time is going. Finally, you get it all done, and I need to leave. I go back to the office to do work, and they stay for their appointments. But they start following me out, because I'm leaving on their ride. No, you stay. Bas nos in Nepali. Bas nos, souk in Somali. Stay, shwaya in Arabic. Wait. I come back. Emery, go. Emery, come back. 2 hours, 3 hours. You, doctor, hospital. Souk. And I make my escape. And maybe I get an hour and a half to round up the next group of people. 2 hours. Maybe eat a little bit of the computer or driving. Get the next group, do the same thing, the same process. In the winter, they're shivering, they're bare feet, they're in sandals or whatever, and barely any clothing, and they're already shivering. They want the van at 100 degrees, which constricts my throat, and I can't breathe when I do that for them. And I get them to the next clinic, the signing process, and then the other ones want to leave. Emery, hungry, go. The ones who have a little English. Okay, 5 minutes. I have to, new refugees, they stay, they sign, pop. So finally, I've got the next group ready. Want to take the morning group back. So the afternoon people are following me, like the morning people did. They don't know what's going on. Wait. So I get the morning people home. From the morning group, I've got 6 prescriptions. Okay, they don't know what to do with it. They don't have their insurance, Medicaid cards from the government yet. It takes 30 to 45 days on average. So Emery uses his deposit, his debit card, go to the bank. And those who are a little bit savvy, I'll take them with me to start teaching them to a pharmacy that they can walk to. They don't have any cars. And so you get their medications, and they can't read English. You know, the doctors presume, because they use a translation line in the office, that, well, all the medications are marked, they know what to do. Well, how would they know what to do? Same way you couldn't talk to them in English, they can't read English. So I borrowed the pharmacist's marker, and I'll mark 1, or 2, or 3, or 5 for how many times they've got to take it during the day. And then to try and pantomime, you've got to eat food first before your medication. Morning, you take 1. Evening, you'll take your second one. And take it with water, you know? And so this goes on, and goes on, and goes on. And, you know, sometimes you just get this, they don't have a clue. I don't have a phone, like the doctor has, you know, to call up a service, specific interpreters to call and translate for you. All these things are assumed that everything gets taken care of. And the first time they get 3 days worth of stool samples, they want to see if they have parasites, then they can be treated. So, but they don't spend the extra time when they're on the phone with them to tell them what this is. The nurse gives it to them as they're exiting. So Emery will explain to you what these are. Okay? So, okay, can you imagine, you know? How graphic can you be, you know? 3 times! 3! Emery, no! What? You know? And it goes on and it goes on. So I exercise patience, and I exercise patience. Today was the first time in 2 weeks I was able to take refugees. The doctor has been sick. And it was bedlam. One lady was an emergency, and I'm filling prescriptions for one family, while the wife in that family was at ER. They called me, she's ready to be picked up, but she's got to have her prescriptions filled immediately. And I just finished filling the rest of the prescriptions, so it has to start all over again. But I've got to pick up 2 ladies coming back from work at 4 p.m. because they need their shots, they just got a job. But the guy at the clinic who starts at 5:30, I've got to get him picked up and back home by 5 p.m. And the switch is impossible. So what do you do? So that's my life. And it's a toss-up as to whether this day I will exercise patience or I'm that much closer to insanity. But I digress. So I appreciate your prayers because it's a great calling, it's a noble calling, and it's a major burnout calling. And so that's my best effort daily to exercise patience. Lord, help me. And thank you for listening.